The atmosphere is really very sad. The students are afraid. Many of them are confined to their homes.
What is good? What is popping? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Official, and in today's video we are going to be looking at the current situation that some black immigrants are passing through in Tunisia. Tunisia is an African country, but if you see the way blacks are passing through currently in Tunisia, is something else. Where are we finding ourselves now? We, the continent of Africa. If we don't love ourselves, who is going to love us? In our own continent, you cannot move in your own continent to another country because your color is black. If they are white and your color is black, they will be discriminating you. Please try to watch the video till end. Now, Tunisia government is saying that black immigrants are the problem of their country. So the citizens should treat the black people in the country bad. Now, if you go to Tunisia now, if you see the way they are treating black people over there, guys, it's something very, very sad. Something very, very sad, which will tell you that even Africa, we don't love ourselves. The Africa that we want to make the African Union, where is the union? In my own continent, I cannot move. Because you are white, I am black, we are different. But we are in the same Africa. You cannot tell me that Tunisia is in Europe. At the end of the day, even your people travel. Even Tunisia people, they are in Italy. Tunisia people are in Germany. Tunisia people are in Belgium. All over the world. But if you see someone with a black color, you say they should treat them bad. So are you telling me that Tunisia people don't migrate? So they don't move from Tunisia to another country to search for greener pastures? If it is not the current situation that Libya is passing through, who would have said I am going to Tunisia? No one. Who would have said I am moving from Libya to Tunisia? No one would have done that, moving from Libya to Tunisia. But because the current situation of Libya is not stable, people are trying to reach Tunisia, and one day they will find themselves in Europe. Guys, let's go and watch the video. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update. So stay tuned.
A steady flow of taxis leaving the Ivorian embassy in Tunis over the last few days. And most of their passengers all share the same goal, repatriation. Many say they no longer feel safe in Tunisia.
At the moment, the situation is that we are being asked to leave Tunisia. We are worried because every day there are attacks against our fellow compatriots.
Landlords are kicking us out. We are beaten and mistreated. For more security, we prefer to come to our embassy to register to return to Ivory Coast.
Many illegal African migrants from the Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Ghana and Guinea come to Tunisia to work badly paid informal jobs in an attempt to one day reach Italy. But over the last few weeks, their circumstances have changed. There's been a wave of arrests amongst black African migrants. On Tuesday, President Kais Saied told his security forces to stop all illegal migration, accusing them of being a part of a wider plot to change the country's demographics. Critics have accused the president of being openly racist, and migrant associations say he's promoting a climate of fear.
The words of the statement really triggered a psychosis within the community. The sub-Saharan community felt abandoned. It felt like a mob simply because of the hate speech that has been circulating on social media for a long time.
The president has denied his speech was racist, but many remain unconvinced. Hundreds of people.
For more, let's cross to Morocco's capital. Namira Nagem is director of the African Union's African Migration Observatory. Thank you for speaking with us here on France 24.
Welcome.
What was your reaction to hearing this claim of hordes of migrants in Tunisia plotting to basically change the demographic makeup of the country?
Well, it raises major concerns for us of the African Union to hear that, of course, from one of our member states. We don't have the numbers that are available before the President of Tunisia, but what we are aware of, which is a major problem between us and other countries, is basically the attempt of requesting from our states to naturalize third countries' nationals in our countries. So this is a major issue. The African Union is clearly not welcoming this attempt because it will cause a lot of disruptions for the continent and our states who are already facing a lot of problems.
When you say naturalize, explain, please.
Okay, now there are, like, it started with Libya crisis, that migrants from third countries who arrive and got into detention in, for example, southern Mediterranean, in the European states, they are brought back to Libya. It started with a processing center idea, and at the same time saying, okay, they can become nationals of Libya. This is the problem that was raised for a few years now, and now it's probably that is why the President of Tunisia mentioned this issue of demographic changes, because it is now sort of a path for some states to ask others to accept the irregular migrants to become nationals in these states. The African countries are developing countries, including all the big countries in Africa. They are facing a lot of economic problems, and we are already, all of us, overpopulated. So this is one of the major issues that are facing the continent.
Many reports in recent weeks of migrants being arbitrarily arrested. Others say they've been the target of racist attacks. This house, home to a group of migrants, was ransacked by Tunisians on Thursday night. The victims, fearing reprisals, have asked to remain anonymous.
They came to attack us at 10 p.m. They broke down the door. They ran into the neighbour and they burnt all of her things.
The neighbour had to flee through a window with her baby.
She had her arm pulled down like this. She grabbed the sheet and pulled it. Sincerely, we don't feel safe in Tunisia.
It's a sentiment shared by some students who have a residence permit. They've been advised to stay at home.
I've been receiving messages all day long. Within the Ivorian students' community, the atmosphere is really very sad. The students are afraid. Many of them are confined to their homes.
The Ministry of Higher Education has tried to reassure the students, but it could be too late. Some foreign embassies are already gearing up to repatriate their citizens.
Guys, I hope you have seen the video, and please, you need to try to share the video so that the world will know what this Tunisian president is doing. Let the world know the current situation black immigrants are passing through in Tunisia, an African country where we can call ourselves that we are all African, but because you are black, they don't see you to be human being. Guys, in fact, when I heard this thing, I said, so is it true that this government is doing this kind of things to black immigrants in the country? It doesn't make sense. This is not acceptable. Guys, this is not acceptable. Please try to share the video. Until we meet again in the next video, please stay safe and stay blessed. Peace out.